Alright guys, I'm back. Time for building my exhaust. It's been a while. Engine's back in. Turbo's mounted. I've already started it. Ran it without the turbo. I haven't ran it with the turbo. I just started doing the charge pipes. Just finished this. Got it coming down into the intercooler that I got from Depot, Diesel Pump UK. It's pain in the ass to fit, honestly. I had to smash off the tow hook because I was running into it. I probably didn't even have to. I don't know. It's whatever. Forgot what happened in the last video. Fuel pump set up. Mounted it right on the back of the driver's side passenger, rear passenger knee wall there. For fuel lines, I used a brake line cutter. I don't know if you can see it all. I used a brake line cutter, and then I had to flare them with the brake line flare tool for it to, seal in the hose. If you leave them straight and smooth, they won't seal on these hoses. So I did that there and there, hooked those lines up, used these fuel fittings. I got the pump from, I think it was Godzilla Automotive Parts or something like that, Godzilla. Took me a while, but the Bosch changed their design, so it looks different now. But she works. Ran the wires. I'm gonna tuck these once I get some time though. I ran them straight up. Just drilled a hole right there and ran them straight to the battery. Ran the power line all the way up and put it right. Man, I need to get a light. Hold on. I don't know if I have a light. Either way, the button's right there. It's a flip switch. I got the PCS tucked back there. It's all hooked up to the shifter. That took a while to program. I had to find someone on the pages to help me out since couldn't get any help from the guy I bought it from. Other than that, the intake that I had, the K2, the guys from K2 built. If you go on the website, you can see them. If you're gonna keep your engine in the W210, their intake is not really meant for this, because when it came out right here, I would have had to delete my windshield wiper fluid, which is not that big of a deal, but the piping would have been running into the back of the light. It would have been jammed up between here. It was just a big pain in the ass. So I got my welder to he's gonna chop the throat off and put it back underneath on the bottom, and I'm gonna run it that way. Once that's designed and everything, I'm gonna send pictures on all the om606 pages. If people want to get that done in the US, I can help them out without having to buy it from overseas. I don't know if I showed. So if you're gonna run the PCS, so you have to take your TCU out, and you have to ground pin 7 on the TCU plug. If you don't ground pin 7, the car will not start. It took me a week to figure that out. So I just have a ground running here. go into here. Yeah, so. Oh, this is it's a HX40. I bought the flange here off of Power Diesel. It's made especially just for the HX40 because it's I think a 3.25 V-band. It's just can't really find shit to fit it, but these guys made it. That's going to be the start of the exhaust. Yeah, but I ordered all the piping, the bellows, the clamps, pie cuts, 45s, intake 2.5-inch aluminum, silicone freaking rubber mounts, all from Ace Race. I had pretty much everything I needed. That's where all this piping came from. I had to cut a little bit of the 90-degree bend on the silicone so that way it wouldn't run into my expansion tank. I had to cut 1 inch off of this 45-degree mandrel bend, and I cut this 30-degree mandrel bend. So if you are going to do this build on a WD-10 and you somewhat have the same setup, you'll need a 45, cut 1 inch off. You'll need a 90-degree. I cut like, I don't know, 1/2 inch off of the silicone. You need a 30-degree. I cut 4-inch on each side. I would do 3.5. I cut a little too much. So 3.5 on each side for the 30-degree. 45-degree silicone. You're in a cooler. And then if you're going to do what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a 90-degree come out. Can't really see nothing. A 90-degree silicone, a straight piece of aluminum, a 90-degree silicone coming back, and then I'm going to put a 45-degree aluminum pipe, and then I'll connect that under here, and then I'm going to try to do another 45 straight up to the mouth of the intake. I just had this in here for some reason. I will make another video on that so that way you know what pieces to get. Oh, and the mouth of that intake was like shoving my master brake cylinder over, so it wasn't going to work either way. So something had to have been fixed. I've already sent them messages and pictures. Hopefully they'll fix that so that way if you are just building in the W210, they'll have a special intake just for that. I think that's about it. But yeah, she sounds nice when she started. I'm not going to start her right now. I don't have the oil lines hooked up. Just the looms to the PCS. If you do need PCS loom hookup kind of help, then you can leave a message. I'll tell you how I wired this up. But other than that, she'll be on the road soon doing burnouts. All right.